Now Daniels to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. They connect on the deep shot. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Able to get it to Reed. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. We've hit the end of one in this showdown between two of the league's best. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this.
Ready.
We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They start with 2nd and 6.
No, hey, check that.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Got a man. Tanyan has it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Moody knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. 19 Tiger.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
1st down, and they go right back to him. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
60 by 6.
Gibbs now from the gun. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Fred Warner. And when he reached 1,000 yards, it was a mark of a great season already, right? But this is rising to something else now. He's starting to get up to the stratosphere that only the greatest seasons reach. That is 1,500 yards for him after that last carry. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Lions looking for a bigger lead before the break. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
From the 37. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ready.
3rd down from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions drive their lead to 11.
49ers 3.
Fox now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And you can see he's valued well beyond his work just as a runner. He's leading NFL backs in receiving touchdowns late in this season.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Strike.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. This is ahead for about 5. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. From the 35 on 2nd down. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Go. Ready.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. He completes it in traffic. And that's good for a gain of 5. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Again, Daniels to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Lions and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you can see with just this and one more game remaining this season, he's leading the league in rushing touchdowns.
Ready, ready.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go now. Go.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Ready. Ready.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Got it. Ready.
First down, ball at the 36.
Back row 80.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. A quick slant. Here's Laporta. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
Ready.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. It's a 36-yard look for him. Bates' kick is up and good. And that extends their lead to 14.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. This taken from the 12. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to the break, and it's the visiting Lions holding an early advantage as we send things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. Patrick Mahomes, another strong performance as his guys claim victory number 13 on the year. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Joe Mixon, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These two teams making their final adjustment for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The visitors and Hendon Hooker ready to take over once more. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Set up. Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go. Here we go.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. Hooker set to pass. He's got Watson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Okay, break.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready, ready.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Gotta be lying. Go.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming.
Ready.
Hooker will look to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Come on. Set.
From the gun, Garindo. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Go.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Daniels. That finds Ayuk complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Ready.
Running back sent in motion. He's on the move. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Moody knocks it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Raymond on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here.
Okay, ready?
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready? Viking, 18! 18, Pioneer! Ready?
Hooker to throw. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming right is Gibbs. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready? Go.
From the 46. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
70, hop 70. Ready?
They're going play action. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. It's taken in by Juszczyk. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He's got Ayuk on that slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Daniels. Reed's got it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Daniels on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the 33 on second down.
33-yard line.
He's got it in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Unlock line. Unlock line.
First down from the red zone. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers at a 2-score deficit.
Ready?
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Come on, come on.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Ready, ready.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Go. Ready, go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Ready, ready.
To throw. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now, get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Raymond on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're headed down now defending not a 2-score lead, just a field goal advantage here. So wondering, Brock, is that going to affect how they approach a chance at closing this one out?
No, I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I think if it's a 2-score game, it's run, 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 take every second off, and punt that ball. Not now. Now you've got to get to the plays that you trust and believe in the most.
Cowboy 80.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They're set up at the 35 now.
Ready?
Watson, quick pass wide. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
70 Timberwolf. Get it? Ready?
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ready up. Here we go. Here we go.
Watson, quick pass wide. On the move, past the 40.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back.
Still first down.
So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15.
Ready, ready.
Watson, quick pass wide. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here we go. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Running on second with Montgomery. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Finds Laporta. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Okay, break.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pat. Ready, ready.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So the Lions get the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
Like ice cream on Shanty, playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, what you want? Get that. Shoot my mouth, shoot my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his soul. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that, I think he knows. When I save him like that, he's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on, and he knows it's true. When I play with him like that, when I play with him like that, play with him like that, then he's coming right back.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition.
It's Week 18 of the NFL, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Vikings and the Lions. All that and more coming up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Hooker's going to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Let's go now. Dragon 60.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Toward the sideline. Intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
I know teams always talk about hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes, but it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose, but boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game and you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. The Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Darnold now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Addison will go in motion left. Now it's Darnold. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touch.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down and 1. Throwing. Hooker. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders. Here late in the season. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Darnold. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Darnold. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Lions at 14-2 heading into this final week. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Goff. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throw caught by Raymond. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. toss by Goff is complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And just shutting him off there. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now 2nd and 5. To throw is Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
In motion goes Patrick. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now gone. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Got a man and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards for number 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Joe Mixon, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Strong running at the 30.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
In motion goes Patrick.
Faking the give, Darnold. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That pass play. Seven, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because that's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
9 yards is the pick up there. They'll have a 2nd and 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
From the 46, here's second down and a yard.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Goff. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
And this is the type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery.
And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. And let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
This is 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Jones.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Play action. It's Darnold.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
He's got it at the 15.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Darnold. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here we go, 1st and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. The sack cost them only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Darnold now to throw. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
We'll try some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
There we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Throwing now, Goff. That'll be caught by Hill. Down the right sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Taysom Hill, 89 yards. And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Outright, this one goes to Patrick.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeff Campbell with a pick, and the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Goff going to throw it.
Little short pass here to Hill.
Jamison Williams.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
59 yards.
And the Lions tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Darnold. That's caught downfield by Addison.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the 50, it's Darnold.
This is caught by Addison.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Lions,
it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10.
And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.